All right, let me share my screen. What this video is going to talk about is going to talk about the leads, not even lead system, but the appointment scheduling system that I use. So if you are looking at working with me in Annuity, you've got a couple of options. Obviously, you can buy leads, traditional, what I call traditional leads, which you can buy the traditional leads that are out on the market that, you get the lead and it's got a name, it's got a phone number. You call them, you get a hold of them or not. Oftentimes they're going to be like, yeah, I don't remember doing anything, blah, blah, blah. And it's a frustrating experience, right? We've all probably all, if you've been in the business at all for a while, we've all dealt with those leads, whether they're final expense, mortgage protection, we've dealt with those leads. They're frustrating. This program is a little bit different. The leads come in. I have an assistant that calls the leads and schedules the appointments. Not only that, but the person coming into the sales funnel can also schedule the appointment themselves. So I'm going to click on Tony here, for example. So Tony comes into the funnel, and you can see here that Tony came into the funnel on October 11th. So a few days ago, today's the 14th. So on Monday, Tony came into the funnel and he visited this page. So hopefully you see that page up on the screen. And this is what Tony reads, goes through, reads that, fills out this little questionnaire, this little survey, and goes through the process, and he becomes a lead. Okay. Now, then he gets sent to this page. This is the second page. So he goes through, he's learning about 401ks, he's learning a little bit about tax-free, and he fills this out to find out if he qualifies. I guess that's the same page, huh? My bad. Okay. Survey submitted. Okay, so it's not letting me click ahead into the actual page, but okay. So then anyway, he goes through the process. I've gone through and looked at all these, but he goes through the process, he gets into the funnel, and then he also has the ability to book an appointment himself. There we go. So he gets to this page where he can book an appointment. It's been pre-qualified for tax-free retirement account. It's going to get matched with me, and we go through, he reads all this, he could come down here and he could schedule himself an appointment. Okay. So he finds a time, schedules himself an appointment based on the calendar, on his availability and our availability. Okay. So then the appointment shows up on my calendar, and I run the appointment just like I would any other appointment. Okay. Now, the other thing that'll happen is if they do not immediately book the appointment themselves, what'll happen is they will start to get emails. They'll start to get follow-up emails from the system. So we've got a whole series of emails that they're going to get on a daily basis, and so on and so forth. So also Lucy, she will call them, and she will, this one he scheduled himself. I don't know who Lucy's talked to. I was going to find an example of one that Lucy has talked to, but the calls are recorded. So for example, this is.
Hello. Yeah. Hey, Tony, this is Jason Rodriguez with Jason Rodriguez Insurance.
So you can hear the call is recorded. So that one just happened to be because he didn't show up on the Zoom at the time that he was supposed to be there. So I gave him a call through the system, and it records the call. But Lucy does that same thing. She makes the calls, schedules the appointments, but you will be able to go in and hear how the appointment was scheduled, exactly what was said, if they have any concerns, blah, blah, blah. It all comes up, it's all recorded. You get access to that. Personally, I like the ones where Lucy has scheduled them because she's actually talked to them. And I just find that there's less opportunity for there to be a no-show. But all in all, these people are interested. So even though Tony didn't show up at the appointed time, when I called him, if you listen to the entire call, when I called him, you'll find that he's still very interested. He just had a death in the family the night before. There was a lot going on, and this was the last thing on his mind at that particular time. So that's how these appointments get scheduled, and they get scheduled right onto my calendar. So you can block out time on your calendar, and it gets scheduled into the blank spots. You can see here, there was Tony yesterday, Clara. You can see I've got 4 appointments. I already did Mohammed. He wanted to reschedule for an hour later, so we got to move there. So that's how it works. It goes right on your calendar. You've got this section here where you can see when they come in, Lucy makes her first call. Again, like I told you, it is recorded. They're getting automatic text messages from us.
Hola, gracias por llamar al número de Raúl Hernández. Por el momento no puedo contestar tu llamada, pero déjame tu mensaje y número de teléfono y te regreso la llamada lo más pronto posible. Bye.
So anyhow, that is how the system works. So you buy a slot for $300. You can buy multiple slots. I've got 3 slots, and I'm getting anywhere from 3 to 5 appointments a week. So 15 to 20 appointments a month. My intention is for my team to take over a lot of these appointments and run these. My focus is on building an agency, growing my team. So these appointments, I would rather not be doing them. I would rather you guys be doing them. So plenty of appointments out there, and the $300, what that does is that goes directly into the advertising budget. So when you come in and buy a slot, it's going to increase the advertising budget, which is going to mean that we're going to get more of an influx of people into the system and coming in and making more appointments. So there's lots of opportunity here. These are great. In my experience with them, these are really solid appointments. These are really solid prospects. They are high income earners, a lot of them for the most part, or self-employed. They're business owners or high income earners that may work for somebody else. When I say high income earners, I'm not talking about people that make $100,000 or $150,000. I mean, these people are all $200,000 to $1 million a year income earners that are coming into this program. I shouldn't say all. I have talked to some that are earning 100,000. I don't know if I talked to anybody that's broke. Honestly, I haven't really talked to anybody that doesn't have money. I mean, probably the worst IUL that I've written coming out of this program was $400 a month, which is a solid. I mean, that's a solid deal, right? If you got a $400 a month IUL, $400 a month times 12 months, that's $4,800. And if you're at 50% commission, 4,800 times 50%, that's $2,400. That's $2,400 commission. So not bad for an hour's work. So anyway, that's the program. wanted to give you that overview, kind of how it works. And so schedule an appointment with me, and we can figure out if you are ready to get started. All right. And we will talk soon.